Well, so there's dust back here. Hey, this is Diane. Welcome back, and welcome if you are new today to my YARNvent. I'm gonna bring up a bit of a controversial topic. Hallmark movies. Don't shut this off. Don't shut this off. First of all, do you watch Hallmark movies this time of year? The reason why I'm bringing it up is not only because of the ornament that I just opened, which is from my dear friend Krista from Swai Designs. She is on Instagram. I'm going to link her information below. She makes beautiful stuff. I'm pretty sure she will ship it anywhere in North America. If you're interested in any of her products, just reach her out there on Instagram through Messenger and tell her that Diane sent you. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Manitoba, the province that I live in, has literally become the Hollywood of the North when it comes to filming Hallmark movies. No. They're not filmed in Vermont in a quaint little inn. They're filmed in places like Carmen, Manitoba. They just pretend it's in Vermont, people. So there has been many a movie filmed here over, I'm going to say, the last 5 years. I bet you the majority of the movies that you've been watching for Hallmark has been somewhat based in Manitoba. And I had a really nice little visit with a lady named Louise, who I was fortunate enough to be part of one of her markets. I think around 3 or 4 years ago. It was just pre-pandemic. They have a beautiful wedding venue called the Hitching Post, and they had a Christmas market. Hubs came with me that year, and it was phenomenal. It's the best market I was ever at. They had wonderful home cooking. They gave the vendors gift bags, like a little, like a swag bag for being at their market. The traffic was so busy. People were coming to my table like it was just wall-to-wall people and saying I had to go around 3 times before I could get to your table. That's how many people were there. It was amazing, and it was beautifully run. It was a beautiful venue. It's actually a wedding venue, and it's like very rustic, countryish looking with wooden beams and stringed lights, and it was just fabulous. Well, unfortunately, they had to close their business because of the pandemic, which was so sad. And I bumped into her at my really big market that I did this year at Scattered Seeds, and we had a nice catch up. Now, she has pivoted herself, and she's a maker. She does photography. She is running another well-known weekly market in the city, and we had a lovely catch-up. So I was asking her how she was doing, and she told me that they had filmed a Hallmark movie on their property. And I was like, I don't usually partake in Hallmark movies because they're very scripted and predictable, and usually within 2 minutes in, I know, okay, who's the nasty corporation coming to this small town to take over this bakery, and they end up falling in love, and it's kind of the same script, but it gets you in the mood for the holidays. There's some really good ones, and there's some really not so good ones. So she shared with me that they did a movie on their property, and I was like, right away I thought, oh, it's a wedding, because it was a wedding venue. It was a beautiful big hall that they had. I said, so it was a wedding? She said, no, it was a craft show that was filmed on our property. And I was like, that is so fitting because of the craft show that they had done. So I immediately asked her what it was called, and I went home and I watched it. It wasn't the worst Hallmark movie I had ever seen either. It's called A Very Married Christmas. I'll set the scene for you if you're interested in watching it. Married couple not getting along. Their therapist tells them to go away to this beautiful little inn in, I believe, Vermont. It's not in Vermont. It was in Carmen, Manitoba, this inn. And they are to regroup, think about the relationship. Of course, circumstances, as they are, make them stay even after they want to leave. And of course, as you know, there's never a bad ending at a Hallmark movie. And there was two different scenes where they go to a Christmas market, and that was the venue of the hitching post. So that was rather cool. Lots and lots of films are filmed here in Manitoba now, but especially Hallmark movies. So if you're one of those people that do enjoy them, just keep that in mind. They're not in Vermont. They're not. I'm just knitting on my sweater again. I will show you. I've decided I need to start weaving in the ends because I have not done that yet. And there's quite a few to do. I was going to look online the best way to weave in ends. I did find one way where people actually did a braid. They braided the ends in, but I think that may not work for me because I think that's more for stranded type of knitting and knitting where it's every second row is a different color, because I've got like 6 or 8 rows before I switch colors, so it may not work. But I'll show you where I'm at. I have to admit this green here, see I've already passed the green, this mint chocolate chip here, I'm finding it's the one that doesn't really belong because it is just, and the only reason, I mean the color is lovely, is because it's not as speckly as the other ones. See, then we're going into a green, blue, and then we're into the rhinestone cowboy. But this one just didn't seem as speckly to me, so it seemed like a bit of an oddball, but I'm going with it. I have 2 more colors to do after this, and then I'm going to try it on again before I do the ribbing on the bottom, and then I'm going to do the sleeves, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do the sleeves in gray. That's where I'm going so far. So yeah, I just want to pop in the middle and talk to you about Hallmark movies. What is your take on Hallmark movies? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you watch a couple? Is there one that's like outstanding that I should watch? Hubs and I have started watching some holiday movies. I watched My Christmas with the Cranks, which is one of my favorites with Tim Allen. And I just realized it's 20 years old now. Where has the time gone? Let's see what else I opened today. Hope you're having a good one, and we'll talk tomorrow.
if for a moment we can make the darkness cease. For Christmas, I just want a little peace.